What's up, you guys? Your boy Navari Carter, multi-award-winning graphic designer and brand strategist. And today, I'm back again with another video for you guys. All right, and today we're gonna talk about how to attract your ideal client. Something we all need to do in our businesses, of course, in order to be successful. All right, but specifically, why aren't you attracting your ideal clients? Well, we're gonna learn how in this video. All right, so stay tuned. Drop that intro. So let's hop into the video. All right, so if you're new to my channel, first and foremost, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bells because I'm keeping the videos coming. All right, but that ain't what you're here for. All right, so let's dive into this content. Today, we'll talk about how to attract your ideal clients. So most of you guys, I'm pretty sure we've all came across this path in business, especially for designers. How do you attract your ideal client? Now, everybody, of course, is not your ideal client. They may need your services, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're the right person for them. We're gonna break it down in a few key points. But the number one problem that most brands have, most designers have of attracting their ideal clients is poor communication. What I mean by that, you gotta understand something, right? When you have a client and a brand relationship or a client designer relationship, you gotta understand it's a relationship. In any relationship, if there's poor communication, then of course you're gonna have problems because of multiple misunderstandings. What you say means something different to you than what the client says means something different to them. All right, so you gotta make sure you get that clarity. That's where brand strategy comes in. But first and foremost, you have to understand what the client's problem is. So before you go into anything else, make sure you get an understanding of what the client's actually looking for and what they're searching for. So make sure the client comes to you and they ask you for web design services, ask them why. Don't tell them you can't do it, ask them why they feel they need a web design service. So going forward from there, you can actually understand why they feel the need a design service. And then the true problem is gonna come to the forefront. They may tell you, I may need a web design service because I'm not attracting the right clients to my website. Or my website lacks modern appeal, or I'm not getting the amount of sales I want. Whatever the issue is, they'll tell you they want a website thing and that's gonna be a solution. Not necessarily true. So that's where, again, brand strategy comes in, and it's pretty much like a corporate therapy session, all right? You wanna dig down deep at what the root cause of the problem is, and most of the time, it's really communication. They can't clarify their brand's message, which of course isn't communicating to their ideal clients of who they want. So let's break this down into like 5 simple points that you need to cover in order to overcome this poor communication in your brand's messaging. So number 1, who are you? You can utilize this method also for your own brand, but for your clients as well, you want to make sure that you understand who they are. And when you know who you are, you're able to know what works, what you're able to offer, and what you're not able to offer. That way, it differentiates you from the rest of your counterparts out there who's in the same field as you organically. So you're not doing something that's not to your strengths. You want to play to your strengths so to make sure you always win and make sure it's easy to you. All right, so don't want to stray away from that. So number 1, you gotta understand and know who they are. Number 2, what do you do? So we want to make this very simple. How many times you guys actually network with somebody, you ask them what they do, and they just give you this long run-on sentence? They just straight up rapping to you, right? They just keep talking and talking and talking, and right after they finish telling you, don't understand exactly what it is they do or what they even have to offer. You want to simplify this, okay? Multiple times in our business, especially if you're a small business or solopreneur, wear many hats. But you have to understand what exactly is your gift, what is your niche, and you hone in on that and own up to that and explain to and communicate that to your clients, that exactly who you are and what you have to offer, right? Tell them exactly what it is that you do specifically so that it narrows out and draws out those who aren't your ideal client. All right, so get specific. Number 3, you want to know how you are different. And again, that kind of ties in number 1. You may know who you are, but you might not know exactly what is that one thing that makes you different from everybody else. You're usually probably going to overlook this because it's probably going to come so natural to you. so easy and so good that the fact that you don't look at it as a talent or a gift. And it's usually that. So it's always good to communicate that, especially when you get understanding of your clients, because you have to know what exactly that is. Sometimes it's overlooked. It could be their customer service skills. You know, they might be having a great business and do multiple things that everybody else do. It can even be a mechanic, let's say, for an example. So many shops around here that work on cars and mechanics, but what separates this client from the next mechanic is that the fact that they have great customer service. They answer your calls, they're patient with you, and they're willing to hear you out and just be very cordial, right? Very respectful. That's what separates you. Another great example, Chick-fil-A. They separate themselves from any other fast food burger restaurant, really because of the customer service. So many other fast food restaurants have chicken sandwiches. They may specialize in it, but guess what? Everybody has their own judgment of what chicken sandwich tastes the best, but they can't deny that the customer service of Chick-fil-A is non-negotiable, the best hands down in any fast food burger restaurant around. So that's exactly what you want to know. What makes you different? So number 4, who's your ideal client? Now, this is the definition of the question that we all been here waiting for. All right, so I'm gonna give it to you. So how do you find that out? Well, what are your goals? Think about where you're trying to achieve in your business and not where you're at right now. So if you know that you want to be a multi-million-dollar business, then you want to attract clients who have multi-million-dollar deals, or at least 6-figure deals and higher, or even 5-figure deals and higher, but you have to work your way there. So of course, in order to do that, you want to know that your branding, your messaging, all of your aesthetics are all cohesive with one another, explaining exactly the value that you have to attract those type of clients. All right, you got to make sure that you're coming off very valuable, very knowledgeable, very skillful of exactly what you have to offer to separate yourself from any and everybody else. So you got to think exactly who your ideal clients are. If your ideal clients are smaller businesses, you want to make sure that your prices also reflect that as well. So you understand with your ideal clients, they also have to be able to afford the prices for your services for who you're trying to attract. All right, so if you go for smaller businesses, they're gonna have smaller budgets. So you gotta make sure that it's affordable for those particular ideal clients as well. All right, so if you're actually giving out services or offering services that's very high value, you may still attract other customers that come to you that want that but don't have the budget, and it's fine. That's going to happen, and you have to turn those clients away or refer them away, or simply just stand your ground in your price and have them come to you later on when they actually can't afford you. But you got to know exactly who it is that you're trying to attract based on what your goals are. Okay, so whatever your goals are in the future, make sure you align with exactly who your ideal client is, but also know exactly how your product or service benefits that ideal client as well. Of course, you don't want to be selling candy to old people. It doesn't appeal to them. You want to, of course, target children. They're the ones that's going to buy that, or their parents. So you have to think about these things in mind, put yourself in their shoes in order to figure out exactly what their wants and needs are. So understand exactly what the problems are of the clients that you typically are trying to attract. And the better you understand that, the better you're able to convey that you have the solution and also reason with the problems that they have in, so that they can understand exactly that you are the right choice for them. All right. And last but not least, number 5, and you got to know, why should they care? And this comes with features and benefits of what your products and service have to offer. Make sure that you're also communicating how it benefits them and not you. If you keep talking about I, and me, all it is sounding a bunch of narcissism from your business or your brand of how great you are. They don't want to know how great you are. They want to know if you can solve their problem. So always talk about the client's needs and wants, and how your product and service benefits and caters to the needs and wants, and how you can come up with the solution to it. All right, so it's that simple. Always put the client's problems and needs first when you're trying to communicate your brand's value, to bring clarity to your brand and also your ideal clients so you can attract them. All right, so with that being said, just make sure you work on your communication skills. Get clarity in these 5 things, and trust me, you will start attracting your ideal clients. It's step number 1 to it, of course. There's more steps to it, but this is where you want to begin at. All right, so this is something that you want to apply to your own brand. This is something you definitely want to apply to your clients. when you're going through prospects to see if they're your ideal client as well. All right. So there you have it, you guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. If so, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, it was great content for you, go ahead and like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell, because I got more great content on the way. And until next time, if it ain't simple, it's not intuitive. And I'm out.